Hey, everybody, welcome. It's Tim for episode 31, excuse me, of Live and Found. And today we're going to go delve into a little further into how AI forms the confidence to choose an answer. Many businesses believe that the way to be seen by AI is simple: just push the content out there, post more, post more often, and stay active everywhere. But as we're finding out, modern AI systems don't work that way anymore. AI doesn't reward activity like it used to, it awards alignment. And we're going to talk more about that in this episode. The change is when enough signals align, something important happens to AI. AI stops searching. This is different than what it did early on. It forms the confidence and it chooses the source. And that source, if done correctly, can be your business. So today we're going to explain how that confidence it actually forms. So let's go back and what we talked about, the last few episodes. In episode 28, we debunked the myth that AI visibility was broken. What really has happened is AI matured. Then we showed AI doesn't search forever. It stops the moment confidence is formed and it presents that answer to the searcher. And last time, we explained that AI verifies signals across the web before choosing a source, which brings us up to this question and the question we're going to try to answer today. What actually creates that confidence inside AI system in like found first? What actually creates that confidence inside AI systems like found first? Okay, so AI systems evaluate many possible sources when answering a question. We know that's the truth. We know that it's going to look through your website, through your LinkedIn, your Facebook, etc. It's going to try to find how everything is aligning. And it's going to stop searching. We know that. We've developed that fact that it's going to stop searching. At some point, though, enough signals are going to align, and AI is going to determine that it has enough evidence to trust a source. And in this case, we want that source to be you, of course. And that's the moment of confidence. The important idea to remember that AI does not guess. We know that early on AI did some hallucinations and tried to find answer because it was trying to be helpful, but it has matured since then. And the important thing to remember is not why it's not guessing, is it's looking for those patterns of agreement across systems and across signals. So what it's going to identify and what it's going to try to evaluate and include is identity clarity, topic authority, reinforcement from outside sources and other sources, consistency across platforms, and stability over time. One thing that we need to really make crystal clear when we're talking about that is AI doesn't check these signals one by one like it's a checklist. It's not going to check these things off. What it's doing is it's evaluating these items, the 5 things we identified, simultaneously, and it's what it's going to do is when it lines perfectly, it's going to give the answer back to the person that's searching. So when enough of them align at the same time, confidence forms quickly, and that's what you want. You want to form that confidence quickly. So having that checklist of items, and I shouldn't have called it a checklist, having those items all aligned is going to form that confidence quickly. And that is why some sources suddenly appear and suddenly appear consistently in AI and in AI answers. So think of it like a detective is building a case. One clue is not enough. If you watch any crime dramas like I do, you know that one clue does not lead to the ultimate solution of the crime. There has to be other items and multiple pieces of evidence have to be put together and they have to agree. And once they agree and once these items all align, the case becomes clearer. And in AI's case, When those signals align and they align clearly enough, AI is going to stop searching and it's going to produce that answer. So there are going to be different types of confidence that we want to talk about. AI is not forming just one type of confidence. For example, there are multiple levels that AI is going to look for. So there's going to be topic confidence. Does the system understand the topic clearly? So when your topic aligns and your topic is clear and it's able for AI to be looked at and crawled, you're going to get topic confidence. That's why it's so important to be aligned with your topic being crystal clear and factual, and everything is checked. And what I mean by that is you're wanting to make sure that what you say in your web pages matches your post, matches your blogs, matches everything. The second thing it's going to look for is source confidence. Does this source appear trustworthy and knowledgeable? Again, it's so important to have everything aligned in agreement with what you're saying and having it all appear trustworthy and knowledgeable. Don't contradict yourself in your postings on LinkedIn and what your blog is saying. Don't blow up a myth in one blog, for example, and say, this has always been the truth. You want to make sure your voice is consistent, confident, and is knowledgeable. And an explanation confidence. Does this explanation clearly and accurately answer the question? A lot of times, to show that we're knowledgeable, people like to ramble. And we know from people, they don't like it when there's a ramble or an answer. We want clear, concise answers, and so does AI. So if the explanation is clear and accurate, you're going to be found a lot easier by AI than if it's rambling and it has to search through it. So if a source demonstrates enough expertise and explains the topic clearly, confidence forms faster. But if we turn around and say that explanation is weak, confusing, AI might continue and will continue searching for a clearer answer. So let's go over those again. We want topic confidence, we want source confidence, and we want explanation confidence. When those three things align, you're going to have the clarity and consistency across the signals that matter so much for AI to find you. So why do some sources reach this confidence level faster than others? Why is your competition, for example, being found a lot more and a lot faster than you are? And the difference usually comes down to the signal alignment. Are you creating those signals and are they aligning? When signals reinforce each other, confidence forms quickly with AI, and therefore you're going to be found faster. So what are some of the examples that confidence of strong signals include? Well, you want a clear expertise on a topic. So you want to show that clear expertise on a topic that AI loves. You want to make it concise. You want to make it accurate. Don't give a long explanation for something. Give it short and concise, but give it an explanation that solves or answers the question. If you don't, AI is going to more than likely go on to another source. But if you are clear, concise, and show expertise on the topic, you have a leg up on your competition. Consistent messaging. And we pound this a lot, and I know we do, but it's so important. Consistent messaging is so vital for AI to find you. If you are consistent, and you are consistent across your platforms, your website is in agreement with your social postings, your social postings are in agreement with your blogs are in agreement with your FAQs, all of them are in agreement, you're going to be found a lot better, a lot faster, and it's going to make AI much more confident in what you are offering. Reinforcement from other credible sources is huge. You want to be that source. You want to have people say, hey, This business, your business, is the expert in this. This is what I found them to say. So that made me, things like videos are a great example of a way to support that confidence. Have your customers give you videos or make videos for you. Answer those questions. Just show your confidence and show that there are outside sources. And the bottom line is that structured and accessible content. Again, we're talking about your schema, your site mapping, and you're being able to crawl, and the ability for AI to crawl is so important for AI to find your answers. Because if you're not able to be crawled and you don't have a good schema or a good site map, like Joy likes to say, you're taking the welcome mat away from your house. So when these signals align clearly, confidence is going to form sooner. And that's the difference between what's happening for your business and your competition's business. Their alignment is happening a lot faster. And of course, when signals conflict or unclear, confidence becomes much harder to reach by AI, and AI is going to keep searching. That is just the new reality that's happening with AI. So here's one thing to always remember: confidence will never form when signals conflict. Common problems can include identity confusion, authority gaps, lack of reinforcement, technical accessibility problems. Those are those 401 and 404 pages, not being able to have your schema scanned, not being able to be crawled, and inconsistent messaging. So a business, trying different things across its website, its social platforms, and its directories, from AI's perspective, they're not aligning. So if you're trying to be, very authoritative on your website, but kind of cutesy on your LinkedIn or on your Facebook, AI doesn't see those alignment. It wants that alignment. It wants that strong, consistent voice that helps it understand you, your business, and help it make a decision. So the key thing to remember is AI doesn't choose, and it's not going to choose the loudest source. So again, we come back to what we talked about earlier. Posting more often and putting it on multiple platforms that really don't help you is not the best technical strategy for AI. AI chooses the clearest and the most consistent. So why is AI working differently? When we talked about Google, we really focused on ranking your pages higher. What AI is doing is it's trying to rank, and we're not trying to rank your page higher with AI. What we're trying to do, and the important thing to remember, is AI is looking to reach that confidence sooner. You want to be the soonest answer. And I know that's not proper English, but you want to be that first answer. And you want to be the answer that AI is going to find the quickest and to be the most accurate. The source that allows AI to reach confidence fastest will become the source that gets selected, which means the goal is not to simply produce more content. The goal is to create everything in your signals to be aligned and clear so AI can find you. And that's exactly what we analyze and talk about in our Found First framework. So visibility is not going to happen because a business publishes more content. Visibility happens because AI reaches confidence. Once confidence forms, AI stops searching, the source is selected, and hopefully it's your business, and the answer is generated. So bottom line is AI is not going to reward activity. AI is going to reward alignment. So if that's all you take from this podcast today, or this broadcast today, is AI doesn't reward activity, AI rewards alignment. So next time we're going to go a little deeper into how AI verifies the signals, how confidence forms, and why some businesses are consistently being found while others are struggling there, and what thresholds need to be met to change that. So be sure to tune in. It'll be on March 25th for our next episode of Live and Found. And of course, as always, follow us on LinkedIn, on X, on Facebook. And our blog about this for a little more detail will be published next Thursday, which will be March 19th. This has been Tim talking about Live and Found and how AI is building confidence. And we'll see you for our next episode of Live and Found.